Passion turns duty into delight, and obligation into opportunity. This powerful statement reminds us that passion is one of the greatest antidotes to weariness in doing good. Even the most devoted follower of Christ can feel overwhelmed by the weight of responsibilities, discouraged by indifference, or disheartened by opposition. That's why Scripture urges us, in Galatians 6 and verse 9, to not grow weary while doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not lose heart. The Bible calls us to do good repeatedly, 34 times in fact. We are commanded to turn away from evil and pursue peace, 1 Peter 3:11, to share generously because such sacrifices pleases God, Hebrews 13 verse 16, to recognize that failing to do good when we know we should is sin, James 4 verse 17, and to seize every opportunity to do good to all people, especially fellow believers, Galatians 6 verse 10. Yet doing good can be exhausting, especially when it goes unnoticed or unappreciated. At such times we must remember that God sees and rewards our efforts, whether or not others do. Jesus is our ultimate example. Luke records that he went about doing good, Acts 10 verse 38. Even when misunderstood, rejected, betrayed, or physically weary, he continued serving others. His example shows us that doing good is not dependent on circumstances, but on commitment. The Apostle Paul shared the same passion. Despite beatings, imprisonment, and rejection, he pressed on, driven by the love of Christ, 2 Corinthians 5 verse 14. His passion fueled his perseverance. Nehemiah echoed this truth when he declared, in Nehemiah 8 and verse 10, "The joy of the Lord is your strength." When joy drives our service, we find strength that sustains us through weariness. Passion also sharpens our vision. It helps us seek and see and seize opportunities to serve. It fuels creativity, deepens generosity, and shapes us more into the image of Christ, the perfect model of zeal and good works. Paul urged believers to never be lacking in zeal, but keep your spiritual fervor, serving the Lord, Romans 12 verse 11. Passion rooted in God's love overcomes obstacles and keeps us moving forward. Even Jesus took time to rest, and so must we. But rest is not retreat. It is renewal, preparing us to continue our passionate pursuit of good. As Oswald Chambers said, perseverance is more than endurance. It is endurance combined with absolute assurance that what we are doing is worth it. And serving God with passion is always worth it. Thanks so much for listening. Have a great and wonderful day.